I think the author was. I won't comment on the author, but what I'd comment on is Goa tourism started with hippies throwing parties where people benefited, the locals benefited. It was a community celebration, and that's what made Goa famous. Sunburn started by promoting Goa. Now Sunburn has reached a point where it's demoting Goa. And we cannot make this permission embarrass the people and the government in a war between the people and the government for a third party that comes here, earns money on Sunburn, but nothing percolates down to the locals. It should percolate. We used to take permissions for Sunburn for many years, and we made sure that everybody got some benefit. But now if you look at it, people don't want Sunburn in Goa. If you can read it on the wall that they don't want it, then we want parties, we want celebrations, but make it something that benefits the people and the community of Goa. I can't understand how someone can have the guts or the audacity to actually apply for permissions on 31st of December till midnight when you have a New Year's Eve mass.
Midnight mass.
You don't you think that Goa has some of its own respect? So my thing is respect Goa, bring Sunburn, it's a great event, improve the quality, get a better crowd. I mean, I know the crowd has deteriorated because of free passes being sold at 50% discount. Free passes which are taken by the system, but that's not a justification for what has become today. People don't come to what used to be India's hottest New Year's spot. People are running away from it because they are scared of Sunburn. So when nobody wants it, then either change it, improve it, or find a way to make it work in another part of the year. And not on the time when Goa is actually used to building a brand. We are destroying our brand, and it can be seen all around if you look at the state of what Goa's tourism has become. The quality has deteriorated. It's only the hotels doing business because of conferences and weddings. Besides that, the average tourist quality has changed. This
You are with Sunburn since beginning, since 2008, I think.
Yes,
How the approach of Sunburn organizer has changed over the period, and why?
Because if you close the road outside my house, if everything is closed, if you break all violations, if people are objecting, if people go to the courts for help, and it becomes public knowledge that you're breaking the law, everybody is going to be against you. Nobody went against Sunburn in the past because it was a festival that helped people. Today, how is Sunburn helping the government? The people are not concerned about how much excise and tax is being paid. What benefit is going to the locals? They get nothing. They only have inconvenience, and that's not a benefit, and then they will object to it. And
No business to locals.
Where do the locals don't? So Goa event companies do nothing for Sunburn. They sit and they watch while the product is lying in the workshops empty. There are all different companies from all over that come and do it. So you have to support the local ecosystem. Without supporting the local ecosystem, you don't have any supporters for yourself. So you become one company or one organization fighting against the government and using loopholes to do something which nobody wants. So it doesn't make any sense. You're just only finding loopholes to defy the public will not last. It may last for one Sunburn. It's not something that will continue. It will be a disaster.
So there is a scope for improvement.
Definitely. Either change the time you're doing it, forget about taking Goa for granted and even applying for a permission like 31st of December, 12 o'clock. That's a very loud sign of disrespect. So I think Sunburn as a product brought a lot of benefit to Goa. It helped everyone. It's a great brand. But it has deteriorated and pulled Goa down with it, if you ask me, because of the quality of people, the inconvenience to people, the time of the year, and there's no benefit to the locals directly, which is what people want. Indirect benefit to
There is a
taxes.
scope for improvement, or we should say bye-bye.
I would say there's always room for improvement. It's the biggest room in the world. So, of course, they can improve it. They can improve the profile of the people. But it all becomes a money game. I don't know what's the inside, but the sponsors pay more.